Hey sippers, welcome to our show and grab a cocktail and get ready to unwind with your girls.
Thank you for joining us for Cocktails and Conversations with your girls. I'm your girl, Miss Shay Marie, and these are my lovely co-hosts.
Hey sippers, I'm Shataz.
It's your girl, Primp and Proper.
Hey sippers, it's your girl, Miss Jones to you. We are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. Make sure you're following us on Facebook and Instagram at Cocktails and Conversations. And most importantly, do not forget to subscribe. Now get comfy because tonight we're discussing co-parenting and blended families. We're also discussing Gucci Mane and the mother of his kids' continued battle of child support. Remember, we love interacting with our sippers and we want to hear your thoughts, so leave your comments below.
The legendary Cosmopolitan is a simple cocktail with a big history. It reaches heights of popularity in the 1990s when the show Sex and the City was at its peak. The pink hooded martini was a favorite of the characters on the show. The Cosmopolitan was created by a South Beach bartender, Cheryl Cook. Eager to invent a new cocktail for the martini glass, Cook wrote a classic kamikaze, which was previously made on a prior show of ours. Using the newly introduced citrus-flavored vodka with a splash of cranberry juice, the Cosmo is made with vodka, triple sec, cranberry juice, and a fresh squeeze or sweetened lime juice. So ladies, I have to be honest, I hate cranberry juice. So here we go. Let me see how this tastes. You know what?
It's good.
Okay. It is.
It's good.
I could really drink this. I'm telling you, I am not a cranberry.
Tracy,
This is actually good.
Tracy, what's up?
All right, you guys, sippers, you know I can't really have everything that you guys are having, so I'm guessing you whipped mine up with what? Some cranberry, lime juice?
Cranberry juice, simple syrup, and lime juice, and some water.
Oh, water too? So this tastes so bitter, it's disgusting. Prego viewers, Prego sippers, no. Just avoid this all the way. It's so nasty. But it's because I'm getting the rundown flavor, the rundown version.
Maybe you should have mixed it
It's
to get the sweetness.
Right.
How about you?
It's really good.
I'm not a fan of cranberry juice as well, but I feel like it feels so classy and it's good.
You like it?
Yeah.
Good. Well, I love it. I think all the flavors go well together.
Yeah.
And it is, I didn't expect it to be as sweet as it is because nothing we put in here is sweet. You know, you got the cranberry juice is bitter, and you have, what was the other? Lime juice.
You sure you
So
put
where's the
simple syrup in mine?
It goes down smooth as
But
well.
it's probably at the bottom of your glass. Maybe you need a straw to stir it up.
Stir it up or something. Well, Shataz, for someone who said they didn't like cranberry juice.
The lime
Look,
juice, something, or the vodka.
Because she was like,
I'm
I
really
can tell you
enjoying
right
it.
now, I'm not
But
gonna
I
like
feel
this.
like you can only drink like maybe 2 because it is pretty strong.
I'll pass.
So maybe instead of 1 ounce of vodka, it should have been like a ½ ounce of vodka. But I don't taste it. I think it's good.
Yeah. I love it.
All right, I'm gonna get me a straw and stir mine up, maybe.
Did you know that 40 to 50% of married couples in the United States divorce? I didn't realize that the statistics were so high, but it's true. And according to the American Psychological Association, the divorce rate for subsequent marriages are even higher. So with that being said, it's evident that the number of blended families and parents who are co-parenting is exceptionally high. So ladies, how do you feel about co-parenting with an ex-spouse? Do you believe it can work, can successfully work, or is it a disaster waiting to happen?
So for those who don't know, I'm currently co-parenting, and it's working for me and my family. As far as blended families, we're not there yet, but it's definitely working. We have a great relationship for our daughter. It works. We do family things together to benefit our daughter, and she loves it. It's like, it's normal to her. She thinks that mommy and daddy is together, and we're just peaceful. Everybody get along. We're happy. We do things together as a family. You know, hopefully when he moves on, or I don't know if he has or not, but I would definitely like to be part of that situation. I would like to meet the new woman in his life that would be around my daughter, and having a blended family. I mean, I'm okay with it. It doesn't bother me. I mean, as long as everybody's respectful, understand each other's space, and get along, we get to make this happen. So yeah, I think it definitely works, and a lot of people need to get along for the child and just build a healthy relationship. I don't see the purpose of being bitter or upset that your spouse or used to be spouse moved on. Get over it. It's life. It's life. You know, everything is not going to work. So with that being said, just keep a healthy relationship for the child. You guys don't, and even if you don't get along, that's okay too. Get along when you're in the presence of your child.
Yeah.
You know, make it seem normal. Like, you don't want your child, honestly, kids remember everything.
Yes.
So if you're fussing and fighting, that will definitely affect a child. So try to keep
avoid a toxic environment.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I don't have any kids yet, and I'm not married. But if I do date someone with a child, or if I do, well, yeah, I'm going to say if I date someone with a child, I will hope that it could be blended. I can have it no other way. Because I always say, please forgive me for saying this. Do not take it any kind of way. I would say the only way I would date a guy if his baby mama's dead.
Oh my God.
There's some good baby mamas out there. I'm a good one.
I know you're a good one, but not all of them good, sis. That's like 10%.
Or if they stay out of state. That's another good one.
But then I can't see the child.
Yeah. So, okay. You want to be involved?
Yeah, I do want to be involved because that's a part of him.
Exactly.
Well, you never know. You can have a great man and he has full custody of the child.
Yep. Ooh, yes. But then he's a single parent. But okay, right? Yeah. So I just feel like I would rather it be blended. Like, I want to meet with the mom. We don't have to be best friends, but I want us to have some kind of relationship. Because if you can't go pick him or her up from school, I want you to feel comfortable enough to call me and say, hey, can you go grab so-and-so? Can you please? And like, oh, I can't make this meeting. Can you please go? If the father can't make it and I can just fill in.
Well, you want to be Malaysia's stepmom?
No. But I really want a blended family. Like, well, I don't want, like, I could have it no other way. Yeah.
Well, as you sippers know, I am married. Me and my husband, it's our first child together, my little Brooklyn. And I honestly don't even want to put this over my marriage because I don't see us, hopefully, by the grace of God and his covering, we will not get a divorce.
You will not.
We will not get a divorce, right? And we will not have outside kids, right?
In Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name. But I have dated, in my younger days, I did say that I would never date a guy with kids. And I ended up dating a guy who had 2 kids. 2 kids, 2 different baby mamas.
Wow, how did that work?
So, you guys, it's something that's very hard. I never got to the point where I cultivated a relationship with the mothers, but I did cultivate a relationship with, the kids. But the mothers just, well, it was one. She was just very difficult, very needy, and I don't like the fact of dating a guy with kids if they have a situationship like her, because it was everything. She got a flat tire, she's calling him. She need this, she calling him. Like, listen, of course he's the father of your kids, but he's not your personal flunky. Like,
Exactly.
Call your brother, call your uncle.
Exactly.
Call your friend. Stop calling my man at the time. But it's something that's hard. So, you know, more power to, you know, people who make it work. I've definitely seen you and the father of your child, and I would never know. You guys just really do a great job.
Thank you.
Yes.
I think it could work. Like, I agree with your example. Me and my son's father, we have a lot of arguments, but we never once argued in front of Noah. Also, another thing, if you argue in front of the child, they may think that they're the reason why. So you don't want to put that on the child. I think it can work, but some examples that we've seen in the media, like with Mashonda and Alicia Keys, I think that's
too close to comfort.
Yeah, it seems fake to me. So I think it can work with boundaries, and I think they just went a little bit too far with it. Because you need boundaries.
So, do you think taking family vacations with the girlfriend is overboard?
So that's why I would say.
Hold on, with the girlfriend.
That's what they do.
Oh, with the ex-girlfriend. Alicia Keys, the wife, with the ex-girlfriend.
With the ex-wife.
Ex-wife. Okay.
They were married.
Oh, they take vacations together?
Yeah, they do.
They do. They go over each other's house. They talk to each other every day.
Now, I feel, didn't Alicia Keys take Mashonda's man?
But she always debates that she did not ruin their marriage.
No, she's a lie. She did. Because
Yeah,
Mashonda said it.
I wouldn't be on
Yeah,
trips
but she
with
doesn't
Alicia
say it
Keys
anymore.
Who?
Mashonda.
She don't say it no more because they friends?
Because they co-parent.
She was like, she was hurt at the time. The relationship was over. And it was hard for her to accept it.
But she wrote an open letter to Alicia Keys saying that when Alicia Keys stepped into the picture, their marriage wasn't dissolved at that point.
Exactly.
So that's why I say it's too close for comfort.
Right.
It's just, I don't know.
But you definitely can see co-parenting working, though.
For my situation or in general?
Blended, not co-parenting, because she's already doing that. Blended, if you're the father of your child gets a girlfriend or a wife, would you?
And why is that? Why is that? You still have feelings for him?
At this
On that note, we're going to all agree that co-parenting and blended families can work.
Yes. Typically, the choice of whether to raise a child is not purely a financial decision, but it is crucial to take into account the financial situation and the cost of raising a child. No matter how you run the numbers, we can all agree that raising a child is expensive. According to a 2017 report of the United States Department of Agriculture, the average cost of raising a child from birth to 17 is $233,610. How can such a small person cost so much? The average includes everything from housing, food, transportation to healthcare, education, and childcare to clothing, personal care items, and entertainment. Taking all this information into consideration, I guess we can understand why Gucci Mane's baby mother, Sheena Evans, is not happy with him coming up short in the payment department and wants him thrown in jail. We all are aware of the lavish lifestyle Gucci Mane and his wife, Keisha Kior, is living, from foreign cars to mansions, fur coats, and multi-million-dollar rings. Sheena is suing the rapper in efforts to increase her child support payments from $2,026 a month to $20,000 a month. She claims that it is unfair that she has to rely on government assistance while Gucci Mane is enjoying his extravagant lifestyle and a significant boost of income. So, sippers, do you think $20K is a bit excessive for Gucci Mane, or is he dead wrong?
Ready?
So I don't think Sheena is wrong for asking for $20K a month. first of all, Gucci Mane is living this lavish lifestyle with his newly wife. The wedding was over $1 million. I mean, they are rocking big rocks. Every month they're coming out with a new car. They live in this big mansion. They're always rocking fur coats and all these material things in this woman's face or on the media. Like, why can't she get 20K a month? I think she very much deserves it. She's raising a disabled child at that.
I think he's autistic.
Disabled. So that costs. And why should she rely on government assistance? Like, that's unfair to her. I don't agree that, you know, she should be getting $2,000 a month. That's nothing. What about the cost to the treatments, medical? There's a lot of things that Medicaid does not pay for that she may have to come out of her pocket. So I think $20,000 a month is reasonable. Definitely how they living. He can afford that.
And for me, I just feel like, you know, I'm going to make this disclaimer first. I love the new Gucci Mane. And for me to hear this, it's just like, ugh. Gucci, what are you doing? I really want to hear what he has to say about this. Because I didn't even know he had a child. And this came out. So it's just like, I'm very disappointed. And I feel like 20K is nothing. Because you spend that on clothes.
Right.
Clothing. So I just feel like, and she probably can't even work because of his condition.
Exactly.
So $2,000, what is that? That's probably your rent, your mortgage. That's nothing, and especially food. I feel like he should have a 24-hour caretaker, and programs to like help him just to be active. I feel like you should be a part of your son's life.
Exactly.
Not only the money part, but be a part of his life. And it kind of makes me look at his wife a different way. It's just like, how could you be with a man? Your kids live in that home, that big luxury home with you, them your kids. But how about his child?
Right.
Can his child come over? Are you guys a blended family? No. It doesn't seem like it. His mom is the mother of his child is on public assistance. Why would you even want that? I feel like as a street dude, you would never want your baby mama, the mother of your child, to be begging or standing in line at the Section 8 office or for food stamps or any public assistance, especially if you're multi-millionaire. You showing out big rocks on your wife. You live in a custom home that was built from the bottom. That just looks bad. And as a black man, I need you to stand up, Gucci. Because I love the new Gucci, so I need you to really tighten up.
I lost all respect.
No, I was just going to say.
I did.
But, you know, that was one of the things I was going to say. Just I truly have lost respect for Gucci Mane and his wife. But even when their whole wedding documentary was coming out, when they had this $1 million wedding, and it was alleged that her kids weren't there, and she's not a part of her kids' life. Her kids are still in Jamaica.
No, they were there. She just keeps them out of the public. And people could not identify who her children were. They were a part of the wedding.
Okay, so that alleged, as I said, this is what was alleged. So I say that to say the apple don't fall too far from the tree. If mama wasn't taking care of the kids, or I'm not saying as an adult or as a parent, you have to put your kids in the limelight, especially when you're at a celebrity status. But I have yet to ever hear, I didn't even know he had a child.
Right. Me either.
Like, it's one thing to, avoid putting your children or child on social media or out there in the public for someone to see, but no acknowledgement. And this constant battle has been going on forever. There was a clip on the internet circulating where the mother of his child is in court, and the attorney is saying, you know, they're living this lavish lifestyle. They had this $1 million wedding, and he's saying, no, our wedding wasn't $1 million. But if you guys remember,
He's in court.
No, I saw this I saw this circulating in the media that he said the wedding wasn't $1 million. But if you watch the whole clips of the leading up to the wedding, all they kept saying is, money is nothing. We have money. Price is nothing. I don't want to hear about price, but here it is. You have this child who's autistic, and the mother of your child has to rely on government assistance. It's disgusting. Yeah. I have no respect for you.
Yeah. I think that a lot, okay, as far as the wedding, I wouldn't look at the wedding as, because a lot of that money was probably from endorsements. What do you think?
Okay, whether it was from endorsement or not, it was still money. So if they weren't using their own money, they still have money.
Right.
Those upgraded $1 million rings ain't endorsement. Those upgraded furs ain't. That multi-million-dollar mansion ain't endorsement. Those Rolls Royces matching his and hers isn't endorsements. That, like, we can say
But
the
I'm
wedding
saying
is just
for court purposes. Maybe they can't use the wedding as an example because it was probably paid for since she had a reality show for it. But I do feel like he's dead wrong because you're showcasing all this jewelry and all this money and cars and everything. I feel like you do need to pay your fair share to this woman. To me, I feel like so many women have to always take on the financial burden for taking care of the kids, and the man can throw a few thousands, whatever dollars, but the woman still has to make all these changes to her lifestyle in order to give the child a good upbringing. So I feel like he's dead wrong.
He is. $20,000 to the average Joe is a lot of money, but to somebody of Gucci Mane's stand,
it's not a lot of money. And
It's not.
There's no reason.
$2,000.
That is $2,000. Listen, I'm the average Joe, and I pay at least $1,000 a month for my child for his school care. So mind you, keep in mind, thank by the grace of God, my son has no disability. Imagine him having a disability. Can you really hold a full-time job with a child who needs so much attention from their parents?
Right.
He's dead wrong.
And even if the mother was able to make more money and work or whatever, the child still, by law, should be able to enjoy the same standard of living that his father enjoys. And that's a rule that they go by in the court of law. That's just the way the rule is.
I would attend.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It is. It's
Girl, you know all the laws.
You should know that. That's why when the basketball players or any celebrity goes to court, they always match it up, like with the Chris Brown and everything.
It goes by the standard of living. If
Yeah.
you're married to a millionaire and you divorce this millionaire, if there's some type of alimony, it's to keep up your lifestyle. It's to keep up the standard of living for a certain amount of time. And it's the same thing with children. There's no way you have a wealthy father, but taxpayers are footing the bill for your child's health care.
Wow.
This is why, you know, courts have to get involved, because people will allow that. They'll allow, let me keep my $20,000 every month, and then you go to Medicaid, and now taxpayers are paying for your child's health care and food. It makes no sense. You have to make these men accountable.
I would attend every court date
Yeah.
until I get my 20K.
Yeah, I
Girl.
don't see a problem with it. I mean, if it was regular people, then of course 20,000 is excessive. But for his income, but the problem there, I think they're having is proving his income.
Right.
Well, all they have to do, you know, the number one, I think, thing that gets people and allows them to incriminate themselves is social media. He's on yachts and boats and showcasing all this stuff. It's
one thing about, they can use that in a court of law, but then he can easily say, oh, a friend let me borrow their yacht. It's not mine, it's not owned, it's sponsored, it's this and that.
But then the judge can also impute income. So they can say, you're a rapper, you've been a rapper for this amount of years. Average rappers make this amount of money, so we're going to impute that income on you and charge your because they do that for regular people all the
do
time.
they request bank statements when
They can do that.
But knowing these rappers, when they go do these clubs and these venues, not certain, I'm not going to say all venues, they probably get paid cash. No paper trail.
Yeah.
He getting paid at least 50 stacks a show.
For a show.
He's going to, I believe, you know, once this is all said and done, it's going to be increased significantly.
Of course.
And he has yet to step up and say anything.
It leads me to believe, is this even his child?
And they're still posting pictures. Like,
I just seen a picture just now.
Oh, I don't know.
They were in a Royce,
On
the
top of
new,
cars.
yeah. That was the new Rolls Royce truck. Yeah.
Shortly after the clip of his, the mother of his kids was surfacing over the internet, he took a picture and he had on all this stuff, and he said something as far as, you know, they're not gonna, what was the terminology he used? I don't know if he said they're not going, pretty much saying they're not going to play him like a sucker and take him for his money.
And he's also
But
a very private person.
I don't understand.
I want to know, was a blood test taken?
I don't know.
We would never know. He's a very private person.
I mean,
Remember
he's on
during
child
the
support now,
wedding?
so most likely paternity was
Yeah, I was just going to
established.
say, it had to be, because if he's paying
That's not always the
2026,
case. My cousin was on child support and they never did a DNA test until later on.
he's
Well,
Gucci
unless
man.
he waived his right for a paternity
Okay.
test.
Yeah,
you can waive the right and say, yeah, this is my child, and you don't go forward with the DNA test.
And I doubt somebody of his standards is going
Yeah.
to allow.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
that's his job.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's his child, but to me, that's a weird couple. Y'all don't get weird.
Very
like,
weird.
I
You
never
can't even have a
met
conversation with him.
someone
What do
so
you mean?
materialistic.
You didn't watch the wedding series?
He doesn't like camera.
The
He's a
wedding
street
planner
dude.
couldn't even talk
I've
to him.
never watched the.
But he
The
is,
wedding planner.
but he's
The
not
wedding
used to
planner.
that. He a real street dude.
I don't care who you are. You
Well,
can talk to the
if
wedding
he a
planner.
street dude, he lost all street credibility.
Yeah,
for not taking
because
care
if
of
a
his
man
seed.
doesn't take care of his child,
But why they dress like that?
You know what?
no, Gucci man dressed better than his wife though.
Listen, we gonna go to a whole nother
Yeah.
spiel. Let's just keep it at that, because we would love to keep the tea spilling, but unfortunately we are running out of time. But you can keep the conversation going by leaving your comments below on Facebook and Instagram at Cocktails and Conversations.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. We laugh, learn, and hopefully we help someone on tonight's show. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you Monday night at 8 p.m. for Cocktails and Conversations with your girls.
Good
night.